Hey everybody, this is Jeff with Cobalt Bench Press, coming to you today, showing off a little bit of the Blue Willow Art AI. This is one of the tools that we utilize in our game to help create art. I'm sure everybody is familiar with a lot of these AI art generating softwares, but this is a new one that I've been playing around with, and I was asked to do a review. So full disclosure, I did receive a request to do this, but I am more than willing to provide honest and objective feedback without even the the reward membership that I would be getting, where as part of this review. First things first, this is a much simpler software than some of the other higher ones out there, but for me, I am finding great enjoyment with this as, and I don't know all the technical terms, but this does seem to listen a little bit better. Show you off some of the things that I've done recently. Been working on, I utilize the art software primarily for Dungeons and Dragons, creating art, handouts, tokens, and getting inspiration for creative writing. Just as an example, I'm currently in a Curse of Strahd campaign, and we have a night hag that we will be meeting shortly as a group. And so, just a simple one-liner. I said, "Hey, I need a night hag in her hut," and this is what we get. It seems to be very consistent. I do like that it does listen better. So to get started, we're going to go over like how to utilize this. This will be your main landing page. You have different models that you can utilize. So there's Blue Willow, version 4, version 3. I just realized this audio is exceptionally loud, so we're going to turn that down. Apologize. That is some free audio content from a website called Tabletop Audio. But anyways, there's different bots that we could utilize. So we have Blue Willow 4, Blue Willow version 3, Dolly 2, Stable Diffusion 2.1, Stable Diffusion V2.1, V1.5, version 1.0, and version 0.09. I primarily like to utilize Blue Willow version 4. It seems to have a style that I like for what I want. But first, we'll show off just how easy it really is to create a piece of art with this. So I currently like to when I start with one, I like to go with just a baseline prompt that seems to generate subjectively awesome results. So we'll just type in Randy Macho Man Savage as Count Strahd von Zarovich. It's a funny prompt. It works well. Now you'll see over here when you generate your prompt, over here is where you enter your first set of sentences. Up here where it says what do you want to see, you can use a single word or full sentence. With most of these AIs, the better you prompt, the better image results you're going to get. Over here in this negative prompt area is where we would remove things that we don't want to see. Because this is a vampire, we're going to tell it sunlight. On the right hand side of the screen you have your different dimensions. We have a square, this is vertical, this is landscape. I like to do my stuff in landscape. And you have different sliders over here. Your higher value will do better to your prompts, but you know, if you're loose with your prompts like me, I like to leave it at 10. I prefer to run mine in low quality. I like a rougher looking image, but you can do low, medium, high. You'll see over here it does affect the credits it costs to use. You know, you purchase different subscription levels based upon your needs and wants. I am trying out the baseline $9.99 model so far. We'll see how many images I end up using, but we'll just go ahead. We'll generate a high quality image the first time with just that basic prompt, and you'll see it will generate the image over here. It may take a little longer because this is high quality. You can do 1, 2, 3, or 4 images. That will increase the credit cost. I've very much enjoyed so far how close to what I'm actually looking for that the Blue Willow AI generates. So let's see what we got here. You can have a general one, and if you want to look at it even further, you do need to download the image. So here, it generates an image, but we'll see if we can't tighten this image up a little bit. Like most of them, hands can be an issue, but this is Randy Macho Man Savage in a vampire outfit. So we kind of have what we want. So I'm going to turn the quality down. Now we can go ahead and run it again if we wanted to change anything like that. Alternatively, you can use different things over here. Like this one, you can use it to create a variant, which will just basically prompt the same thing in your prompt box. Or if you use as an image edit, you can use that to use the image as the base prompt. So it's going to pull what you put in there, and also that will also carry over for negative ones as well. So I'm going to run it the same way again. I just like to double up on these just so it's artificial intelligence to make sure you know what it wants, or so you tell it what it wants. Randy Macho Man Savage as Count Strahd von Zarovich. Now we could put some additional information in here maybe to clean this up. Say if we want to use a different medium. I'm not a big fan of photorealistic. I like to have my stuff a little bit more watercolory. So we'll put watercolor. I like parchment as a medium. And then you can do additional information like in a certain art style. So in the art style of Dungeons and Dragons. And I'm going to add on an artist that I personally like the way it prompts. I've enjoyed this person's artwork quite a bit. I'm going to turn this one down to low quality. I like the rougher look. I don't like my art like these to look like they're perfect. So let's see what this one does. Oh, I forgot to change the dimensions. But regardless, it's super easy to change. One thing I do prefer about this over some of the other artificial intelligence is you see that it does produce consistent images much easier than some of the others. It's not as wild. So if we look at this one, we got this one. If we go to image number 2, that's our second image. Here's our first image. And here's our second image as the base. So you see that it does stay consistent. So if we take that off there, though, if we want to just do this from scratch, right? Let's create a variant. Let's use image edit. No, we want to do a new one. So you can edit the image there. You can do this with any of your images too. You can just edit the image and upload and drag it over like from here. So if we wanted to go to create, we'll go to edit just to get another one. But say we want to pull her over. Let's, oh, I thought it would be that simple. Maybe if we save some of these other ones, but so create image. So we'll do the same thing that we just did and just show off the consistency of it. As Count Strahd von Zarovich in the art style of Dungeons and Dragons and Joshua Reynolds. Joshua Reynolds is a artist that did a lot of older stuff, but primarily watercolors. And now, so if we wanted to do some other stuff like in Gothic Cathedral, watercolor on parchment. Again, I prefer low quality. Just the look that I like the most. And we should be able to get something reasonably close to what we already have. Like I said, this one is a very consistent one. We did change in a Gothic cathedral, so we may get slightly different results, but it's along the same lines. If we run it again, we can get another one. I really do like that one. That one came out really good. Let's look at that one while we wait. That's pretty good. But overall, I find this, okay, here's a traditional artificial intelligence one. I mean, it's taking a series of words and doing the best it can with it. So, not always the best results. But like, for example, we'll bump it up to a high, right? And let's see what the high quality one is. And we'll go with the difference between this one we thought was a keeper and this one we like. Well, we don't know if we're going to like this next one. But it's quite quick. It doesn't have a lot of some of the frills of say a mid journey, but I'm finding I do enjoy the consistency of this a little bit more. I've used this quite a bit to fill out the artwork for a new campaign that I'm running, and I was able to generate multiple images on the first try for what I liked. Yeah, I mean, so we'll look at the difference. I mean, I don't really see a difference in like quality like that's noticeable. I mean, I like this look a little bit more. Yeah, so the hands and stuff like that. There's a little bit cleaner line work and stuff, but not too big of a difference. But all in all, after using this now for about a week, I'm very hopeful about this one. Like I said, I like its style. But like if we wanted to change it to something a little bit like even, you know, more photorealistic, you can go ahead and just slap those on here. 8K, HD, dramatic uplighting. And we'll just see what this one looks like when we take out the watercolor. It may still pull that though because Joshua Reynolds is a exclusively watercolor artist. But we'll find out. And because it's a high quality, we asked it to do a little bit more. Yeah, so here's what we have here. You know, it does prompt well. And again, it's even though we went to a different medium and everything like that. I mean, I love these in the background. The stained glass here, like the architecture looks realistic. These candles look great. This is great detail on that. And you see how it's kind of still in the same line with what we asked it to do. So I feel like as an artificial intelligence, if you're looking for something that's a little bit easier to use and it's going to lock in consistent results, give Blue Willow a try. It's I think it's a good value for the money. It works for what I need it to do, which is simply just to create mediums and artwork for my Dungeons and Dragons games that I run online. And it again, the biggest selling point for me is just this consistency across images. So if you find it helpful, check it out. I don't have any kind of referral code link or anything like that, but I will throw a link in the description of the video. Let me know what you think. Anyway, it's been fun. Catch everybody later.